What's up, guys? It's Max. Today on Rave Reviews, it's going to be a little bit different, but a lot more special. I'm going to be interviewing a Northwest artist that goes by the name of Wisdom. Wisdom is a rapper, producer, and overall just an excellent artist, and I got to sit down and ask him a few questions. So sit back, relax, because you are about to listen to one hell of an interview. All right, man. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Wisdom. Wisdom, what's up?
What's up, man? Wisdom, the Wax Molesta, a.k.a. How 2000, a.k.a. Gouda Smoke, a.k.a. your mom's favorite rap producer.
Wisdom, that means very smart, or like how'd you come up with that?
The way it came about was my friends were always telling me I was always putting them up on some wise intellect kind of stuff, you know. But at the same time, I'm kind of a goofy, dumb dude, you know. If you know me that, you know, personally, you know that. But yeah, so I'm like the wise dummy. The wise dummy. That's a very good balance of both things. It's the spelling that makes it unique. Actually, it's WIZDUMB.
Oh shit, that is very unique. What kind of music do you make?
I mean, the finished product usually turns out to be hip hop. I like to incorporate jazz and funk and a lot of music on vinyl, like old stuff, kind of like yesterday's forgotten sounds, and give it like a whole new life, you know. Give it my own little flavor and make it more appealing and to a younger, like newer crowd, you know. So
you're like a plastic surgeon of music.
Yeah, like a reanimator or something.
Reanimator. I like that. Yeah. Do you have any projects going on at the moment?
Right now, man, I got a bunch actually, but the main one is this EP. It actually started out as an EP, and now it's turning into an album with my dude Madshroom of Black Magic Noise. It's a rap album. We're both rapping on it, and it's called Cheddar Dust. It's like all cheese related. He goes by Harvey Dill. I think it's Havarti Dill, and I go by Gouda Smoke. And the story behind that was I was at my house one day, and you know, we were like gonna record, and I was like spilling my heart out to this dude, having this like super serious conversation about like some girlfriend issues or something. And in the middle of this conversation, he like stops, like holds his finger out to me. He's like, "Yo, hold that thought." He's like, and he points towards this box of Cheez-Its. Like it was just the bag of Cheez-Its, and there was nothing left in the bag. It was like just the cheese salt at the bottom. And he's like, "You gonna finish that?" I'm like, "What? The cheddar does?" And this from there, like we both just started laughing, and that's kind of how that came to be.
You've had some other like crazy titles like Pizza Party, Garlic Dust on the Crust.
Yeah, Pizza Party. That was fun. That was actually the album we made that in 3 hours. My friend Kelly and I. It's my dude from LA who moved up here to Seattle last year. I'd already been networking with him online through the SP forums. Shout outs to the SP forums. Anyways, yeah, we're like waiting around at a spot on Capitol Hill. Like we had like 3 hours to kill before this Specs Wizard show. So I was like, "Yo, let's make an album, you know, or make as many tracks as we can within 3 hours and just release it as an EP, you know." So like the rule was quantity over quality, because we knew what we were going to make was going to be it was going to be good anyways, because we have an ear for samples, so we weren't worried about that. The objective was to make as many tracks. We couldn't edit them or make them, clean them up, or, you know, and that was kind of like, just make them, you know, just, yeah. So it was all played live with our drum machine, MPCs. I have, my main production tool right now is the Akai MPC 2000 Classic. It's created by Roger Lynn in like the early 90s.
Oh, you're using like older stuff then?
Oh yeah, it takes a floppy disk to boot up, man. It's crazy. Yeah, then I got the Roland SP404. My homie hooked me up with his Roland Dr. Sample 202. It's this old school sampler. It's like samples at 12-bit and only has like 20 seconds of sampling time on it. It's crazy. It's old school, but it's fun, man.
Explain how that goes about, how you find this stuff.
Well, just being a gear perv, I guess. Like, it's just as like, you know, I collect a lot of records, and then you get into collecting equipment, and it's more for like the collector, just to have it, you know.
Just to have
there's so many. I mean, we probably only need one machine, but the more you have, the more you can do with it. Yeah.
When you say collection, just the record collection or equipment?
I collect both, definitely. My equipment collection's definitely getting more packed with stuff. I got, you know, synthesizers and drum machines and turntables and recorders, and cassette recorders. And
wow, so you go all out. How many records you think? 4,000?
Yeah, yesterday I told you that, right?
Right.
Around 4,000 probably. I don't know. I got a lot.
Are they alphabetized, or is it just?
They used to. Well,
mess?
they used to be not really alphabetized, but they used to be organized by genre. You know, it's kind of gets mixed up now. You know, the lazier I get.
All right, so you said you brought new stuff. Like, is it some unreleased things, some stuff that we've yet to hear?
Yeah, it's new unreleased stuff, just stuff I made within the last 3 months that a lot of people probably haven't heard, unless you like maybe some cats come out to my shows would recognize it, because I've performed some of this stuff.
Cool. So, all right, let's turn it up. Just hear from that first track we just came out of.
Oh, the first track, that one's a new one. There's no real name for it yet. I just kind of pulled that out of the MPC. So.
Oh, so it's like untitled, just
it's pretty raw, brand new track. No one's really heard that.
What about Acapellas Now? That's another record of yours that recently came out, right?
Yeah. Acapellas Now is a collection of remixes of old 90s hip-hop golden age songs that I have on vinyl that I put vocals over my own beats and kind of made my own tribute to the the rap music of the 90s I love.
There's a compare and contrast between the beats. Like, so we got Black Rob. Here's the sound of that shit.
This is the original.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man.
This is dope. I love this song.
When you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6 at the curb.
That's woke.
Especially if he got the fully equipped kid on it. It's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad bitch uptown, she was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean. Bought the bitch diamonds and pearls, I mean. Should've seen them shit shining on the wrist. Now money ain't a problem.
All right, so that's Black Rob right there.
Yeah, that's the original.
That was the original.
I wonder who produced that. I don't even know.
Well, here's yours, which I think is a little bit more classy.
I'm to put y'all up on something, man.
Yeah.
Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6 at the curb, that's woke. Especially if he got the fully equipped kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad bitch uptown, she was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean, woke.
What I call blunt music.
Blunt music, yeah.
Blunt music, dude. All right, so we got Big L with Put On It. We're going to play the original right now, too.
Hey, yo, you better flee, hops, or get your head flown 3 blocks. L key rappers, hearts pumping like beatbox. And every day I gain clout and my name sprout. Some brothers still be virgins, the frat never came out. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. My guns go boom, boom, and your guns go pow, pow. I'm known to have a hottie open. I keep the shotty smoking, front and get half the bones in your...
All right, that's the original. How are you going to outdo that? I'm wondering.
I actually made this remix like 4 or 5 years ago almost.
And every day I gain clout and my name sprouts. Some brothers still be virgins, the frat never came out. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. My guns go boom, boom, and your guns go pow, pow. I'm known to have a hottie open. I keep the shotty smoking, front and get half.
Damn, that's what's up.
It's pretty hard to beat the original, man. The original's pretty ill. I like my version though. I'm proud of it. It's actually one of my favorites.
So we got another one. Cash Money Click, Get the Fortune.
Cash Money Click.
Explain who they are.
Cash Money Click was a crew out in New York back in like the early 90s, namely the main people, and it was Ja Rule. It was back before he went on commercial. And
are we going to be listening to the Ja Rule part when he was still good?
Yeah.
We're going to be listening to that part?
Yeah. And it's funny, I said that to cats, it's like, Ja Rule used to be ill at one point, and they're like, what? No, man. I'm like, no, he was.
Here we are with Cash Money Click, Get the Fortune.
Don't risk it. Ja Rule's known for making fat shit. Fully loaded clips and wax the targets. Rat tat tat. Rewind to that. Black, I got your mind wide open and your wig pushed back. So keep it coming. You don't want none, but you'll get some. Sweat and faggot, you got that ass full of cum. Ja live, leaving flat lines through your vital signs.
Dude, that was Ja Rule?
Yeah, no, well.
So, here we are with your mix.
Don't risk it. Ja Rule's known for making heads split. Fully loaded clip using wax for targets. Rat tat tat. rewind to that. Black, I got your mind wide open and your wig pushed back, so keep it coming. You don't want none, but you get some. Sweating bullets got you living life on the run. Child live, leaving flat lines through your vital signs. When in disguise, I'm a shadow with red eyes. I stay high, laying in the bed, do or die. A star over my eyes made me reach.
Damn, is there anything else you wanted to just talk about? Or let's play another song, actually.
Let me put something in here. Let's see what this joint is. Let's play it.
All right, so we just got done playing some stuff off the unreleased album. So how long did it take you to make that last track we just heard?
Oh man, not that long. Just I don't know, a day, 2 days, a night, probably at 3 in the morning. I don't remember.
Dude,
I'm always up all night doing.
you're just
beats.
up at all crazy ass hours of the night.
Yeah, it keeps you up, dude. Totally.
How
Fucks
often
up
do
your
you think you
schedule.
sleep?
What?
How often do you think you sleep? Maybe just skip every other night or so?
No, yeah, I sleep. I'll sleep in. No, sometimes I'll sleep in later than I should. But
So what's the average day of Wisdom? How do you go about your day?
I don't know. Like I wake up, take a piss, brush my teeth, feed my frogs.
Frogs?
Yeah, I have tree frogs.
You have tree frogs.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And then just turn the drum machine on. Go record shopping.
Do the record store people know you by name now? They're just like,
Oh yeah, a
what
lot
up?
of them know me, man.
They
I
all
know a lot
know
of
you.
private collectors and stuff too. They're all pretty cool. And once you get into it, you meet a lot of cool people, and you go to a lot of cool places too. Like the places you go, man, is weird. It gets weirder and weirder the more like you get into it.
Sounds like quite a group of people. All right, so we were playing stuff off of
Acapellas now.
Yeah, we're playing stuff off of acapellas now. Exactly. So we're gonna be playing Winston Smith.
Yeah, Winston Smith, that J Live remix I did.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get that going.
Yeah.
12:22 p.m.
Diarrhea, I'll be dropping some shit, but not journals and memoirs, lines and bars. I stretch my hands out to reach for the stars and making plans now to live on Mars, cause I got Earth on lock. See, my mind is like a muse to a paper, cause I'm used to a paper drawing blank till it's got me to think. I just dip it in my think tank, fill it with ink, and run straight through the lines, cause I can't be stopped. Impose my will on words, even when they won't. For example, I make words rhyme, even when they don't. With the info vocabulary, even with the quote, I make it mine or mine until I'm done with it, cause I have fun with it. Pick it up and run with it, score it and strike it. Don't take a second to figure out you like it. If you think you can find a match, then strike it. It won't ignite, cause it can't fill my nights with the man-made lake and the dam and the dike and the canal. It still cannot flow quite like this natural deal-breaking move, making night, cause my mic sounds right, even when I write like this. You know what I'm saying, man? That's what you gotta do sometimes. Alright. Just lock yourself up in a room and just go at it, just don't put the pen down until you're done with it, like a written freestyle session, and just, you know what I'm saying? Just, alright. Hit the keys until you got something that you feel, and just let it all out your system and get it off your chest. You made your point.
So we just got done listening to another track, and it was
Winston Smith,
Winston
the J Live remix.
off of Acapellas Now, and you have plenty of other awesome rappers too, like Ghostface and Raekwon.
Ghost, Raekwon, Camplo,
Dude.
Doom.
So what's that Ghostface and Raekwon track? Like
Lottery Balls.
Lottery Balls.
The original, I don't know what the name of the actual song was. I forgot, but I just called it. I took all these rap songs and I gave them my own names, kind of. Like the original of the Bill Gail song was called "Put It On," but I called it "On and On." The original of the Camp Lo song was called "This Is It," but I called it "Belafonte Jigga" because that's like one of the lines they say in the song, and I've always loved that line.
So we're gonna be listening to Lottery Balls with Ghostface and Raekwon. That one's one of my favorites, actually.
I like that one too.
Track 2.
That's fun, man.
All right, let's listen.
Motherfucker, yeah, I see that. All y'all fake motherfuckers up in the joint, huh? Stealing my light, huh? Watch me, dude, watch me. Yeah, check these up top murderers. Snowy in the bezel as the cloud merges. FBI try, won't word with this. Kid who pooped out, busted shot up in the beacon. Catch me in the corner, not speaking. Crushed out heavenly. UG rock the sweet daddy long fuck means chicken and broccoli. Wally's look stinky with his man straight from Molly Dome. He recognized Kojak. I slack a 5 master killer, cracked his tiny form. Everybody break bread, huddle around. Guzzle that. I'm about to throw in your back.
Damn, I didn't even want to fade out of that. It's so goddamn good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I didn't get into Ghost actually till recently. I was more of a Raekwon and Jizza fan. I love Wu-Tang, but my friend kind of got me into Ghost's older stuff. Because a lot of the new Ghost I was kind of like, iffy about. But even though he's been making some new stuff I actually really like a lot. But he's totally, I love Ghostface, man.
And so I was talking to you a little bit before this. You have a lot of samples you feature. I mean, audio clips, like from movies.
Movies, yeah. Just anything, man, a lot of like read along books, like I get on cassette or like on vinyl.
Have you just like randomly found some crazy ass vocal tapes and shit of just people talking? Yeah.
I'm always looking for it's always cool to find little segments that say the word wisdom or the name wisdom or just anything. Or stuff I find like funny YouTube videos that I love. I'm a YouTube freak, so I'm always on there watching stuff.
Do you have a YouTube?
Yeah, I do have YouTube. It's youtube.com/Seattle Rain. Oh, no, it's youtube.com/user/Seattle Rain 1212. Yeah.
Right on. Well, I got to check that out sometime.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on there.
We're actually going to go into one of these songs with a lot of the vocal samples. Man, what the fuck?
Alfaka's now? Oh, yeah. yeah.
All right, and this is called Answers.
Hi. Nice to meet you, sir.
My kind of guy.
How are you? How you doing? How are you?
I'm gonna get in trouble.
5 seconds, wisdom.
Pretty wild, huh? Pretty wild. I never really envisioned myself as a cause man, but people needed help.
Wisdom was at the top of his class in medical school.
How can you teach such dribble? These people are here to learn, and you're closing their minds before they even have a chance.
He's brilliant, but a little weird.
I've broken the 6 to 12 minute barrier. I've conquered brain death.
His experiments have always been unorthodox.
Hip-hop, it was dead.
But lately, they're getting on his pants. And he's just made a discovery that could wake up the dead.
Wisdom disaffected reanimation and real
rapids.
What are you thinking? How do you feel? You? 15 cc's of reagent being in.
Damn.
Not anymore.
That was quite a bit of clips in there.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Well, was that Emilio Estevez?
Oh, the intro. Yeah, it's from this Emilio Estevez movie called Wisdom. It was actually the only movie he directed. I'm a huge Emilio Estevez fan. I love that guy.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Like Repo Man. Repo Man is like one of my favorite movies
That's
ever.
one of the only movies of Emilio Estevez I've ever seen.
Oh, it's a great movie,
dude.
And then the second part was from Reanimator. Reanimator's this cheesy old horror sci-fi movie from the 80s about this scientist who reanimates dead bodies. So what I was doing is I tried to make the play, the analogy or the metaphor that I'm reanimating these old school rappers that are dope, taking over the whack,
Oh, so it's just, all right, reanimation, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
All right, dude. This time we're actually going to be playing answers.
Answers.
This time we're going to be playing answers. That one before.
Yeah,
the one before was the intro.
Just play it.
Yup. All right, so here we go with answers.
Word.
Sillier as I get older, so I didn't know what wisdom means.
What does this mean? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wisdom is about experience, which hopefully would include risk-taking and being somewhat adventurous.
I didn't know what wisdom means.
What does this mean?
Wisdom, to me, is like a dream come true for hip-hop music.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. You got a double rainbow guy in there and everything.
Yeah. That's a dude, man. I love that video.
He was just filming it, right?
Man. Yeah, he's just so stoked on the rainbow.
Dude, that would be a very good reaction. Awesome. All right, so let's get a little bit more into like how you got started. Was there a teacher or a CD, like a CD that just kind of set you in motion?
Well, I grew up skateboarding, and I was, I used to listen to a lot of skate punk and stuff, and then I got into like Hieroglyphics and Jurassic 5 and MF Doom, all these kind of underground rap hip hop groups. And I was wondering like where are these beats coming from? Mainly actually from MF Doom. Like his album Food and Mad Villain. I was like, oh man, these beats are like crazy, and I was like, they have to come from somewhere, So I found out who Madlib was, and I was listening to the beats, and I heard like the vinyl static, and I was like, yo, there's obviously something from a record. So that's how what I found out what sampling was, and then I bought, got my first sampler, and it's kind of there I found more of a passion in, assembling beats rather than just cutting up records and spinning wax,
So I just have to ask, if you were signed for like $3 million or some crazy amount for not a house
$3
or a
million
car
contract,
yeah, like you just got a fat sum of money to be famous, and and it wasn't a house or a car and shit like that, and we're talking about ridiculous shit. What's the first thing you would buy?
I'd hire, if Billy Mays was still alive, I'd hire him as my personal assistant. I'd have him like be my butler.
Would you have him hype up the audience for you?
Yeah, I just wouldn't talk at all. I just let him speak for me for everything. Order my pizzas. And, Billy Mays here.
All right, so you do rapping.
Yeah, I rap too.
You rap? Dude, all right, so you want to cue up some of your rap stuff right now?
Yeah, this is a new joint we recorded the other night, actually. It's called, what did we call this one? Live, Raw, Dope, Fat. And we recorded it to my 4-track recorder, so it's real lo-fi, but yeah, check it out.
Yo, 2212, check. Ha, yeah. It goes like this. It be that live, raw, dope, fat, ill shit, and you ain't fucking with it. It be that live, raw, dope, fat, ill shit. So raise your hands if you feelin' it. Live, raw, dope, fat, ill shit, and you ain't fucking with it. It be the live, raw, dope, fat, ill shit. So raise your hands if you feelin' it. Uptown, downtown, been around town, Fred Brown sound. Queens lock your kingdoms up, yo, because I'm crown bound.
Holding down the nightgown, cause the cheddar compound. Keeping pennies moist when we come around the ground clowns.
The underground pounds, cheddar wax, feta stacks, knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone black.
Fall back, cats kicking cold facts. Over snaps and claps, that's liable to make your motherfucking toes tap.
Most rap, bull crap, bitches change Glock straps. Was talk fat, over 12 track, 5 stacks.
Cassette tapes, LP, CDs, fuck that. Real to real with the mass appeal, that's how I feel, black.
So turn the wheel back, about face, rap race up in a rap place. DC sound like what's his face? Whack Main, Mac Wayne, the wax lane with Wisdom's room in the fast lane. Yo, with Max game.
Please refrain from doing something insane, like going against the grain, against the critic.
All right, so that was off Cheddar Dust?
Yeah, it's that new EP or album my dude Matchroom and I are working on.
Oh, hell
I'm sure you heard all like the cheese references in there.
Dude, right on. Yeah. There was another one, actually. You wanted to...
play? Oh, yeah, the other one?
Rescue? Yeah.
Yeah. This one's called Blade Running. This one was actually recorded on cassette, too. It's really lo-fi.
Check it out, yeah. Strip on your moon boots, me and Howler back in cahoots. Black and green spooks, rocking roots, making shaky glutes. Kids are screaming gadzooks. Microphone's a phaser that I snuck into the party and I ain't afraid to shoot. It's no fun when it's set to stun, son. So I'm ready to kill, getting ill, leaving motherfuckers still. Danger Will Robinson, about to open up a black hole. Hadron Collider, drop your monkey ass in. Catch the ass end, us a flannel line Tims. The space spread your molecules thin, then my mug catch your grin. Chances are slim when Cheddar Dust gets it in.
You just got done listening to part 1 out of 2 of our interview with a very special guest, Wisdom. We're going to be covering a lot more topics in this next segment. We're going to be featuring some music. He's going to give an in-studio performance. You are not going to want to miss this. Trust me. You've been in this, you said, about 10 years when we were talking before.
Yeah, I started DJing like when I was like 14 or something. I got into just scratching and beat juggling and stuff. Well, from there I got into like record collecting. And then from there, just figure out, what production was and sampling and beats, and just kind of went from there.
Nice.
I found more of a passion in that than just spinning records.
So you weren't listening to jazz, I take it, at like 13. How old were you when you kind of discovered that jazz?
Well, I grew up listening to jazz. My dad was always playing jazz. My mom was always playing like old soul and funk, and so I grew up around that stuff. Like my dad took me to jazz shows at Jazz Alley, and so I was used to it already. But I didn't really fall in love with it until like I was around like 18, 19.
What kind of message are you trying to put out there, though, overall?
I don't know, like the statement that you don't need to like make commercial friendly music. You can make something dope. You can like just make something out of your bedroom and like affect people that way. It's kind of cool to think about the fact that I'm doing something just with minimal means of production or whatever, and it's just as like relevant, something that professional recorded place,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You do clubs and like venues, right?
Like I play at a couple of clubs in Seattle, but like it's mostly like small art gallery bars and stuff, and like there's this one, namely on Capitol Hill, I love. It's called Vermilion, and every month we have this beat showcase there. It's just a bunch of underground producers. Like they bring their drum machines out, and this is kind of like a showcase of all our beats and stuff. And it's cool. Like you just come out there, you can check out art, drink, and like
nice.
It's pretty ill.
Is it more? It's a community then, or is it?
It's kind of like like when it comes to Seattle hip hop, I feel like it's kind of cliquey and fickle, man. It's like you got like the class acts, like the Macklemores and the Blue Scholars and those guys, and then there's like the Cypher cats that all go to the hip hop shows and just chill outside and rap. They don't really have anything recorded. And then there's like the underground, like my crew, like Specs Wizard and like me and Estabo and a couple other cats and Eardrums. Like we all just kind of like do it because we like to do it as like a hobby. Like we make like the hip hop, like jazzy stuff, So yeah, it's kind of like more of an artistic thing, I guess.
So instead of fuck money, get bitches, it's more about like express yourself and stay true.
Yeah, exactly. It's more for the artistical value, like the purest value.
Right.
Trying to like preserve like that hip hop.
Keep it alive and in its pure form, not what you hear.
Yeah,
now.
Well, like the golden age sound, like taking it back to its roots. What it's more about. I find it's funny. Like I find myself listening to a lot more gangster rap lately. Because when I was younger, like I was all rebellious, listening just to underground stuff, and like now I kind of appreciate the harder stuff.
What about like Beastie Boys? Are you more focused on East Coast or West Coast too?
East Coast for sure. I mean, I got mad respect for West Coast shit too. Like there's a lot of dope West Coast stuff right now I'm digging, but yeah, like I tend to like be more drawn towards the East Coast for sure. I think it shows in my music, that's for sure. I love the Beastie Boys, and yeah, rest in peace to MCA, man. That was tragic. Like that kind of hit home for me, man. That was wild. Like, cause he was definitely like my favorite Beastie Boy. He was like the talent out of the whole crew for sure. And yeah, and those guys are classic.
Those guys are, they're living legends all day.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I'm going to be playing a little bit more music under us so we can have something to, like, vibe with. And so what I got lined up is Indiana. Can you kind of explain that?
Oh, it's just Garlic Dust? Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that. We made this, like, 6 tracks in, like, 3 hours, and this is one of them.
3? Yeah. So explain 3 hours. You were talking about there's this process you believe in, or that your crew does.
Well, the rule was like, okay, we had like 3 hours to kill before the Specs Wizard show or something, and it was right down the street from my dude's spot. So we're like, yo, let's make an album in 3 hours. And the rule was like, make as many. It's more about quantity over quality, because we already knew what we were gonna make was gonna be decent anyways, because we have an ear for samples usually.
Yeah.
So like it was like try to make as many tracks as we want. Don't try to like clean them up or perfect them. Just make them, you know. So yeah, so we made 6 tracks in that 3 hours, and it became like a classic. I got more downloads on that album than like anything else, really. It's funny.
And what is that one? Pizza Parlay.
Pizza Parlay, the last one on that. Yeah, that's another cool thing about this album is that whole album was played live. Like that's all like live drumming on our MPCs and stuff. And
oh shit! So it's like as you go.
Yeah, we just played it all live and just recorded it to cassette, and yeah. It was cool. But yeah, Pizza Parlay, yeah, that was kind of like the party cut. It was like really like kind of funky. It was fun, man.
Was it like your stoner album, almost like something that you can just play with and be silly and shit?
Yeah.
All right, man. So we were touching on rap and stuff.
Yeah.
When do you think rap was in its prime? Because in my opinion, it's gone a lot more flashy and.
Yeah, it's more image driven now for sure, especially like the commercial stuff, like the radio stuff. Definitely, it's changed a lot. But you mean like what do I think about the state of rap right now?
Yeah, well, commercial. I want to say commercial, like the stuff that's being played on radio.
Commercial. I mean, just in the name itself, commercial. Like, I mean, that's what it is. It's everything about commercial rap is designed to sell.
But where do you think it went wrong? Because when I was younger, late 90s,
when major record labels like saw like the actual like brilliance in like rap music in the late 80s, you know, they saw like, you know, this is actually a marketable music form, you know, art form. And that's when it kind of started to go downhill. So it came from a counterculture to like a commercial culture, like a music thing. And yeah, that's where I think it kind of shifted. But like nowadays, like it's a lot of radio rap's pretty image driven now. It's about what you're wearing or what you got and how many women you're sleeping with. It's so like not about the music anymore. You know, it's about your status and like telling you like what you should be buying and what you should be wearing and what you should do to be cool or whatever. Like
it's more image based than just like. Because what I like to hear now is honestly just good vibes and hanging out and like doing your thing and like
just like true school music, like but like the old school, like the artistical value in it, like something that took some time to make. Like any person can like go and like GarageBand or Fruity Loops and use the presets to make like a synthy beat and then like say bitches money hoes over it and wear a chain and shoot a video and you'll be the next big rap. That's pretty much all it takes, it seems like nowadays. You know, what we do is like we actually go out and like dig and like they pull from all kinds of different sources to compose like one song, you know. And that's more of a labor of love, you know, than anything, you know.
So it's about the love of music then overall. Instead of the status.
Totally. It's just about like making something that's like organic, I guess, or like something that's comes from you more. It's more personal that way.
Is that what you think really connects with the audience, is personal rather than
I think the audience, like I think the passion, like I know people pay for passion, like they you know, if someone's passionate about something, it'll show in their music, that's for sure. That's what I look at, you know, when I get into a certain artist or something, like a musician, like I can tell they're really into it, and that's appealing to me.
I just want to know, how does it feel to know that people appreciate your music, that you know that like people bump your stuff daily?
Whenever someone comes up to me and you know gives me daps and is like, yo, you're your shit's fresh, or it's like a Grammy award to me. Like I may not like express it like I'm all stoked about it, but I totally am. I'm just kind of a laid back dude, I guess. But yeah, like no, it means a lot to me, and like every time someone bigs me up like that, it's like this shit I'm doing in my bedroom. It's not just, it is still me sitting in my bedroom sampling records, chopping up breaks and stuff, but it's actually like having an effect on people. Like I'll be getting like shout outs in like France and like the UK and like Japan and stuff, and that's pretty weird to think about. Like just something I did at my house is like reaching that far.
Have anyone, like celebrities, bought your CDs? Because you say it's around the world now.
Yeah. Well, Pete Rock, yeah, he has a copy of one of my CDs. He's a real famous hip hop producer. Jamie Oliver, the Naked Chef, he bought a couple copies of my albums for me. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. That'd be cool. Yeah, that kind of trips me out too. Like thinking about like, because I know like I've established enough of a name for myself here in Seattle, like that. I know I'll probably go down in like the Seattle hip hop history. So that's kind of cool to think about.
Dude, and hip hop, it's not gonna die anytime soon. So shit, it'll be.
That's
around.
Another thing that trips me out. It bugs me when people say that. Like they're like, "Oh, hip hop's dead." And I'm like, no, it isn't, man. You're just not digging hard enough. You're not listening. You just haven't discovered it, man. Because I'm always coming up on new stuff. Let alone in Seattle, like there's so much ill stuff going on right now.
Well, we're getting kicked out of the studio right now, so we gotta like wrap it up. But once again, Wisdom, thank you. Well, yup, dude. So once again, Wisdom, that was you in the studio, dude. We featured all your tracks. I had a hell of a time. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, that takes care of the interview stuff. Now we're on to a very special live performance done right here in the KBCS studios on the Bellevue College campus. So once again, you know the drill. Tune in, tune out of the world, and just listen. All right, so we're back with Wisdom, and we have a live in-studio performance on the way. It's from Wisdom, dude. And so we've got a bunch of unreleased stuff. He's just going to start spitting, I guess.
Yeah. This is the alternative take of Hitchhiker's Guide to Anywhere. I recorded this in L.A. Yeah. Dope, static, bust stones, worse sporadic. It's the mathematics, spastic, wax molesting addict. Our front classics, preaching to the masses. Hyperdrive's active, doubt you could ever pass this. Better look out, Jack, as a flash pass, staging you whiplash and leaving your ship crashed. I monster mash on your fleet when I bring heat. I freak beats with correct techniques. Fuck streets, I'm posting out of your sector. Judy Jetson stepped to me, you know I had to wreck her. Flex up, cause I got my specs up. Hexa, quick to pull a thermal detonator just to check punks. H to the A to the L to the 2. G'ing out of space, phasing out your whole crew. If you snooze, you lose and get your cruise bruised. And if you wanna test her, I'll rub you out with my moon shoes. In and out of orbit like I told you, black. Abduct you from your city that you claim you're at. You seem to rep it shitty, so lay down your hat. City ain't so pretty, yo, I told you that. In and out of orbit like I told you, black. Abduct you from your city that you claim you're at. You seem to rap it shitty, so lay down your hat. The city ain't so pretty when you clone your rap. Seattle, I dabble, let in the funk rattle. MCs wanna battle, I'll give your girl the paddle and smash. While digging through my stacks, I'm coming up fast off of the next Ninja Cash. You wanna talk what, sucker, you talk but saying you stack bucks off rhyming on whack cuts. You got a record deal? Fuck it, my record's real. Try to lay your words and I play you like a glockenspiel. So don't steal my ammo for your demo. Where your friends go fuck a benzo as I climb like a crescendo. Where you bend though, Schmickenbauer like Lorenzo. Let me dig these stacks and flip a beat like Dexter Wenzel. In and out of orbit like I told you, black. Abduct you from your city that you claim you're at. You seem to rep it shitty, so lay down your hat. The city ain't so pretty, yo, I told you that. In and out of orbit like I told you, black. Abduct you from your city that you claim you're at. You seem to rap it shitty, so lay down your hat. The city ain't so pretty when you clone your rap. When you clone your rap.
That was ill.
Thanks, man.
So, what was the time frame? Just a day or two? Like, you just wrote it in LA, just on the fly.
Yeah, my dude Matt Gaiman and I just wrote it in Hollywood in his apartment, yeah.
Dude, so you've been traveling. You go to different venues and do the whole thing.
I toured LA and New York, yeah.
Nice. So we're going to have another rap coming up in a second. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Check it. Yeah. Firefighters, ninjas, midnight marauders, rock my jet black boots whilst I kicks a rap ramada, tostada. With my dinner at Joe Mama's house, our lips are sexier than Maggie in a skimpy blouse. Book 'em down or I'm gonna change the channel. Walking out the door, tilt my scully, button up my flannel. Yo, Randall, I'm not supposed to be here today. Sonics at Knicks at 7, could you hook me with some Perrier water? There I go again, I'm living in the past. Can a brother dream, yo? Oklahoma kiss my ass. I lead the cast in this film that's called Class. I ride a fucking bike because I can't afford the gas. I'd rather drop my cheddar on the fattest wax. Shit you never heard about, so don't bother to ask. So brothers, sip your flask and ladies, shake ya, while Lars and I preheat the oven and proceed to bake ya some goods, some goods. Yeah, check it. I cook a craft nasty, full masty, pizza parlor, oven bake, brought to you by Pappy. A stare, these Caesars acting tappy, dance around the game hall, thinking they the Mac B, cause they own a Mac B. I lace a track G, 8-track, monotone, 12-bit, tasky, maxi. Pads is on sale for these Femi Coochie rappers always spamming up my mail. Let's keep the funk rolling while I form punk trolling. Haters in the back getting crunk off a skunk moaning. Wizzy frontin' on the mic like he running shit. Shut your punk ass up and get back to your funyuns, kid. This ain't no funny bit. I heard a ton of it. I'm sick of all the poo-poo lala pistol pulling gunny spit. I heard a ton of it. Yeah. Of course I fucking run this shit. Bop, bop. Yeah.
That seems like it would be a goddamn fun thing. Like, that was amazing.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah. So, is there any kind of shout outs you want to get as soon as we wrap this up? Like,
Yeah. I mean, the shout, I could go on forever, but I'll keep it sweet and simple. Shout out to Lurk Music, all my homie at Lurk Music, homie, Mad Gaming, Soapbox, Melodics, my Bay Area crew, Paco and Dirty Nate, Gabre. Black Magic Noise, Mad Shroom, all my homies up in Everett. The Vermilion crew out in Seattle, Estabo and Diana. Big ups to Specs Wizard, dude's one of my heroes. Kelly, my homie Kel, Jolene, Bryn, Mac, he also goes by Spheramid. My partner in crime, Grief 78. Big ups to you, man. We did Dope Definite together, and I'm proud of it. And it's gonna be historical, Hutchhausen, my homie Hutchhausen that I work for, and it's a good friend of mine who owns Bemis Building in Seattle. And of course, my family, mom, dad, Chai, my sister, and my grandmother, my frogs. I don't know, Roxanne, Shantae, Bojo, just everybody, all my friends, anyone I forgot, everyone I love dearly. You're all important to me. All the fans too, all the people who show support. So big ups.
Dude, thank you for joining us in the studio. It's been awesome having you here. Once again, I am Max, and this has been a very special episode of Rave Reviews. Well, that sums up my interview with a very special guest, Wisdom. You can visit him online at wisdom.bandcamp.com to see his whole discography and download and even buy some music. Show him some love. So what do you got to do? You got to go to wisdom, WIZDUMB.bandcamp.com. It's super easy and you won't regret it at all. Trust me, dude. You'll find some new music you'll love and you'll be supporting a great artist. Once again, I'm Max. This is Rave Reviews. Peace.